Okay, I want to talk about Project 2025 some more. I can't stress this enough that this is what's happening. It's not the only thing that's happening, but it 1000% it is happening. And I know that most Democrats, most intelligent, real American adults know what Project 2025 is, but if you're in a cult or are just now getting out of a cult, you may not really know about it, or you might have taken the word of a lifelong con man who told you, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. It's the thing Donald Trump told us over and over and over again that he knew nothing about throughout the entire campaign. Kind of like he's never heard of the Proud Boys, and now they attacked the Capitol for him, and now he pardoned them all. Remember when he told us all he didn't know anything about him, never heard of him? And he never heard of Michael Cohen. I barely know Michael Cohen, and he went to jail for Trump for 3 years. And, it's just every time something's bad, I don't know anything about that. And it's fascinating to me that anyone is stupid enough to believe this guy. He's literally a lifelong con man. Literally. That's not hyperbole. He has been conning people. He came out of the womb conning people. He probably sold the doctor a condo that didn't exist. I mean, this guy is the most dishonest person alive. And it's hilarious to me that people who believe in things like an antichrist don't think there's any possibility that it's this guy, the guy who wears the mark of the beast on his forehead and used to hang out at 666 Fifth Avenue. And a lot of y'all haven't heard of that. Yeah, that's a thing. Jared Kushner bought the most expensive building to ever be purchased at the time in New York City at 666 Fifth Avenue. And that's where they all hung out. Probably a coincidence. Anyway, I don't believe in magic and fairy tales, but I know a lot of cult members do, and maybe you should start paying attention to your own fucking fairy tale. Speaking of fairy tales, if you think that this is patriotism or Christianity, your fucking skull is empty, and you should at least put something in there, because you're just wasting space. You could carry around your fucking car keys or something in there. Project 2025 is happening. Turns out he does know a little something about it because he's now appointed 6 of the people who are the fucking architects of it, okay? Project 2025 is this. It's as simple as this, all right? You could talk about it for hours, but it's as simple as this. It is the taking down, the dismantling of democracy, period. That's what it is, and the people who created it don't hide that. It's an open secret. It's not even a secret. They're very honest about that. So J.D. Vance has quoted many times Curtis Yarvin, who looks like a fucking basement-dwelling video game nerd. I don't know why anybody admires this guy. He looks like a fucking simpleton who's never seen the sun. And we should all go to his house, by the way. But Curtis Yarvin is this far-right philosopher. I don't know what the fuck you want to call him. He's a fucking nerd. But J.D. Vance has quoted him over and over and over again. And one of Curtis Yarvin's things that he says is, if you want to change your system of democracy, your system of government, then Americans need to get over their dictator phobia, because America is a corporation and it needs to be run by a CEO, and that is a dictator. He is advocating for dismantling democracy in lieu of dictatorship. That's also what Project 2025 advocates for. That is the goal, guys, okay? Yes, Donald Trump is a Russian asset. Yes, Donald Trump is beholden to China and Saudi Arabia and Qatar and all these other countries. Yes, absolutely. But at the root of it, the goal right now is to dismantle democracy, okay? It's not hyperbole. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not even a fucking secret. The only reason it's a secret to anybody is because MAGA cult members don't believe it, even though it's written down and being espoused by the leaders of their cult. They still don't believe it. And it's fascinating that anybody is this fucking stupid, because you guys are too busy obsessing all day, every day about trans people. Do you understand that less than 2,000 people in the entire country, less than 2,000 teenagers in the entire country have received any type of gender-affirming care, including hormones and puberty blockers? 2,000. That is less than 1/10 of 1% of teenagers. Do you understand how fucking minuscule that is? And they're holding that over here like a rattle, and you're a little stupid baby, and you're going, look at the rattle, and then they're taking everything you have. Your taxes are going up, eggs have doubled, gas is up, they're starting trade wars with Canada and Mexico, they're threatening to attack Greenland. They're putting a guy in charge of the FBI with no FBI experience who says he's going to make FBI headquarters into a museum. He's the one that organized the January 6th choir. And I know you think January 6th are all heroes. Why are they all getting out of jail and then going right back to jail for child pornography and for rape? Why was one already shot and killed by police? Because they're not good people, you stupid fuck. That's why. Project 2025 is the overthrow of American democracy in lieu of dictatorship, period. That's what it is. The head of the Heritage Foundation, Kevin Robertson, said that this revolution will remain bloodless as long as the left allows it to. Well, I have bad news, Kevin. I'm not going to allow it to. What's your address, motherfucker? Huh? You think you're going to topple American democracy and we're going to let it remain bloodless? I mean, we'll shut you down in every other way first, but it ain't happening, dog. Okay? You're going to fucking die in prison if you make it there. Americans need to wake up. All you MAGA cult clowns, stop obsessing over trans people. There are 510 athletes in the NCAA. You know how many are trans? 9 out of 510,000. And all you fucking talk about, there's trans ladies swimming. They're swimming. They're reading books. Shut the fuck up and stop letting these people trick you, you easily duped simpleton cult clown. Get it through your thick fucking empty skull. That's not an issue. They're toppling your fucking democracy, you stupid fuck. Okay? Because you're either going to fight with us or you're going to fight against us. So you're either going to be fighting on the side of dictatorship or you're going to fight with real American people, your fellow citizens. And this is all in conjunction with BRICS. Do you know what BRICS stands for? It's a group of countries, just like the European Union or anything else. BRICS is Brazil, Russia, they're not your friend, dumbass, India, China, and guess what the S stands for? South Africa. Who's from there? Is it Elon Musk, the Nazi? Oh, and he is a Nazi. It wasn't just his salute. He's endorsing Nazis all around the world, and you could find that out if you gave a shit about facts. But you don't, because you're fucking stupid. South Africa is the S in BRICS. Guess who else is from South Africa? Peter Thiel. Who's Peter Thiel? He's the ironically gay guy that's a far-right sociopath who thinks women shouldn't be allowed to vote. And he's voting against himself by supporting right-wing people that want to take away his right to exist. But he has funded and propped up J.D. Vance for his entire career, and I get it air quotes because he's never done anything that mattered other than writing a shitty book that was made into an even shittier movie. Peter Thiel is a gay dude who likely has been fucking J.D. Vance for a long time. That's my guess, because J.D. Vance was gay in college until he prayed the gay away, and he's a hardcore Christian now who married a Hindu woman and is raising his children Hindu/Christian. And I don't give a shit, because I'm not a fucking bigot. But if you are a bigot, you better fucking do bigot shit, you know? J.D. Vance, who wears eyeliner. Anyway, I guess him and Peter Thiel fuck, and so Peter Thiel's just supported him his whole life. I'm not sure everything happening behind the scenes, but South Africa is the S in BRICS. And Peter Thiel and Elon Musk, one's got the president and one's got the vice president. And this is a billionaire oligarchy, multinational toppling of what we've all been saying is the best country on earth. And all the people who think they're patriots are the ones licking the fucking boots of the Nazis who are toppling your country. All because you think you're owning the libs by being mean to 300 trans people in the whole fucking world. on an issue that just doesn't fucking matter in everyday life. And I don't mean that they don't matter, because they do. But the issues that you're concerning yourself with, they don't matter to you. They don't affect you. They never will. Have you ever even met a trans person? Did you pass one at Texas Roadhouse when you were eating your hush puppies? Probably not. You've probably never met one. If you did, they'd be kind to you because they're not pieces of shit. Stop pretending that your bigotry is Christianity and that your racism is patriotism. Wake the fuck up out of your stupid ass cult, splash some cold Mountain Dew on your face, and either fight with us or fight against us. But I promise you, if you're on the side that's trying to topple the democracy, it won't end well for you. I promise. I give you my word, it will not end well for anyone who is fighting with the Nazis who are trying to topple our democracy. Bet on that shit.